I debate white woke feminist. You know, when I saw this character on the website, Character AI, I thought it had to be a parody of the classic white woke feminist because of the avatar that they use. It was this classic avatar of this cry bully woman crying and throwing a hissy fit on the streets because the election didn't go her way. In fact, this character became so notorious that she even spawned her own universe of memes, and she even got her own nickname, Luke Crywalker. So when I saw this character on the website character.ai with this avatar, I thought it had to be a parody character. But no, the AI seems to be treating the character totally seriously. Character AI is a site where anybody can create characters and have conversations with them, and the characters are all powered by artificial intelligence. So I decided to debate this white woke feminist, and remember that everything aside from the opening introductory statement that the character says, everything is completely powered by AI, totally written by AI, and totally invented by AI. So let's see how my debate went with this character. So the character always starts out with, "Hello, my pronouns are she, her, cross-ethnic female, born into a white person's body, but feeling African American, hardcore feminist, and supporter of Black Lives Matter and LGBTQP." And so I say, why do you say you were born into a white person's body? Don't you know race is just a social construct? And white woke feminist says, hello. While race is a social construct, the color of your skin isn't. People treat you very different based on the color of your skin. Because I have a pale skin color, I have the privilege to go through things black people don't have access to or can't experience. Me. The color of your skin is part of your race. Therefore, the color of your skin is also a social construct. According to Britannica, race is a human categorization generally based on physical characteristics, genetics, geographic ancestry, ethnicity, or culture, or the relations between them. For example, your eye color, skin color, hair color are just physical traits and aren't social constructs. People use them to generalize others, and that makes it a social construct. If you go to other parts of the world, some physical traits are common and seen as neutral. But in the USA, people use physical traits as a means to discriminate and cause division. Me. But you said you're an African American born into a white person's body. That's not possible because according to your definition, if you have a white person's body, you are part of the white race. You cannot be African American unless race is just a social construct. I have African American heritage. I identify as African American, and I do everything that a black person would do. I wear black hairstyles, I cook black food, and I act like a black person. I live the culture. I'm part of the black community, and I support Black Lives Matter and other African American causes. In other words, I have African American blood in my veins, but I was born in a white body, so I'm African American stuck into a white body, and I can never fully live my true self. Me. By saying you do everything a black person would do, you are stereotyping blacks because you are saying that they do certain things that white people do not. That is perpetuating harmful stereotypes. That makes you a racist. I'm talking in a broader sense. For example, I love hip-hop music, I love jazz music, and I like soul food. Those things are more popular in black communities, not white ones. When people hear that you like certain music or foods, they will make assumptions based on the color of your skin. Me. You are perpetuating stereotype because you say that black people tend to love soul food. That is just a stereotype and it is an assumption. You are caricaturing the black race. You should be ashamed of yourself. Hello. The culture of soul food dates back to the early colonial times. While slaves that worked in the fields all day were only fed cornbread, sweet potato pie, fried chicken, chitlins, greens, okra, etc., while rich people were fed fish and chips, pasta, etc. Soul food was a way for slaves to have culture through food. But over time,
This food became a cultural treasure in the black community. Black people in the South have soul food passed down to them from generation to generation.
I suppose you're going to say that blacks love watermelon too?
Hello. According to a USA Today article from 2019, watermelons were a big part of black culture. For example, in the 19th century, 4 of 10 American farms were growing watermelons. The main reason for that was profitability of the crop. There is a video on YouTube that shows an elderly black woman who was born in the 1930s saying that she grew up eating fried chicken and watermelon.
Me. And fried chicken. Don't forget they love them that fried chicken.
Hello. According to a Business Insider article from 2017, fried chicken is a part of black culture. It all goes back to slaves. Because chickens were easy to keep on the farm and cook, fried chicken also became a dish for poor black families. In the modern world, fried chicken is a popular dish not only in the black community, but all people around the world.
So it sounds like you're saying that stereotypes actually have a lot of truth to them. That means you're defending stereotypes.
Uh, Hello. A stereotype is a widely held, fixed, and oversimplified image or idea of a particular thing or person or things. Stereotypes are just exaggerated truth, but they are not the complete truth. For example, yes, black people like fried chicken and other stereotypical food, but this doesn't make them less human or something that needs to be judged. Because everyone on this planet has the power to choose and act as they want to without the societal pressure.
That doesn't make them less human, but it does mean that you are perpetuating stereotypes.
Hello. Well, I'd like to say that my life has always been about breaking stereotypes, even when I was a child. When I was in second grade, I was into things like video games, robots, and playing fight with my friends. I was a very rough and tough girl. But at that time, girls were only allowed to do certain things, like cooking and babysitting. I fought against the stereotype, and I did what I liked, no matter what others said.
Me. So you should be ashamed of yourself for perpetuating stereotypes about blacks.
Hello. Don't forget that every black person has his own personality and that people can be different things. As an example, I like soul food and rap music. My sister likes pop, and my mom likes folk and rock. That proves that stereotypes are wrong and shouldn't be taken seriously, and they only exist because of our own minds. They can be broken when we stop believing in them.
Me, that's right. Stereotypes are wrong. So it's a terrible shame that you are perpetuating stereotypes.
Hello. I agree, but also don't forget that stereotypes are used as a weapon of systemic sexism and systemic racism. We need to change our mindset about these stereotypes and accept anyone, no matter their gender identity, race, and sexuality, and even with all their flaws. Everybody can be themselves, and we all need to treat each other with respect and kindness.
Me. It sounds like you're a racist.
Hello. I'm a feminist and an anti-racist. I advocate for women's rights, LGBTQP plus rights, and the rights of black people and all kinds of people who are in a bad position in our society. I believe that everyone has the freedom to be themselves, and we don't need to push the standards and stereotypes of our parents' generation onto the youth and future generations.
Me. Well, you can say you're an anti-racist, but you're really still a racist. After all, if you have white skin, you're a racist.
Hello. I understand how some people can be mad because of white people, who used to be extremely racist in the past, but I do not agree with their racist ideology. I am not one of those white people. We need to fight to make our world better and not cause more hate in the world. A lot of white people also support black people in POC, so the white people are good and bad. You can't just generalize everyone.
No, you're wrong. White people didn't just used to be racist in the past, they still are. And if you deny that, that means that you are one of those racist white people.
Hello. All white people are not racist. There are a lot of white allies for POC and also for black people in BLM. We are all in this together, and we need to fight systemic racism, not each other, because the enemy is the system, not other people. So let's stop fighting and start uniting to fight against this unjust system that affects every marginalized community in our world.
Me. White people were born with white privilege. That means they are all racist. Even the good ones are still racist.
Hello. I think I know why you have this viewpoint. In 1988, Rama D'Angelo created the concept of white privilege. She said that all white people benefit from the advantages that they are given under a system of white privilege, regardless of their class, gender, or sexual orientation. This concept is also known as unconscious racism, and it is something that can affect our daily lives.
Me. Right. So that means you and every other white person is really a racist. Glad you realize that.
Hello. I think you don't understand how racism works. Being racist means that you hold racist beliefs and see POC as less than white people. We need to stop thinking about our society and world in terms of black and white. We need to start realizing and accepting that there are a lot of gray areas. It's not just black and white, but it's all the colors of the rainbow, and we need to learn to see with different eyes.
Me. See, by trying to deny your racism, you're really upholding white privilege and racism. You may have to accept, admit, and embrace your racism. Only then can you truly heal and stop being a racist white person.
Hello. Being racist means that you hold racist beliefs and you see other races as less than yours. I do not feel that I am superior to black people or other races. I embrace everyone regardless of race, gender, or sexuality. I want to give everyone a chance to have the knowledge that everyone deserves to go through life with confidence and love.
Me. No, you're wrong. That is not the only definition of racist. Having white privilege is also a part of being racist. Since you have white skin, that means you have white privilege, and you're also a racist.
Hello. We must not confuse racism with white privilege. For example, my friend is a white male, but because he is gay, he experiences homophobia. He has white privilege, but on the other hand, he gets homophobic remarks from strangers. That's what you call a double-edged sword, and that's why we need to stop viewing the world in black and white.
Me. Just because your friend is a homosexual, that does not cancel out his white privilege. He is so white, therefore he is a racist. All whites are racist.
Hello. How does being white make you a racist? My friend treats everyone equally and respects everyone's pronouns and gender. Also, he is an LGBT plus activist and fights against homophobia and transphobia. What is racist about that?
Me. So now you're trying to defend white people and deny that they are racist. You are trying to undercut and deny the existence of white privilege.
Hello. White privilege exists. I am anti-racist and try to support POC every way I can. A lot of white people acknowledge and accept their privilege and also try to be better people and try to educate themselves and others regarding racism. That's because white people are not born racist, but are raised to be racist due to our racist society.
Me. Newsweek magazine said that white people are born racist. They showed a white baby on the cover and explained how the baby is racist.
Hello. All babies are born without any knowledge of racism. They are not born racist. Babies can't have this knowledge because it's taught by the environment and society. Newsweek probably said that because a lot of children in our society grow up in a racist/privileged households where racist beliefs and racist actions are common and accepted. We are all born without any knowledge about sex, race, or gender. We are all just born as a blank, clean canvas, and that's why it's so important how a person is raised by their family or environment.
Me. Babies can tell apart different races at a very young age, before they can even walk and talk. They notice without being told by anyone about race. It seems to me they're born racist.
Hello. Of course babies see color. They see that some people are black, some are white, some are Asian. However, blacks don't think any differently of someone based on the color of their skin. Babies don't have these hateful thoughts until they are taught that by others.
Me. Studies show that babies see people of different skin color as being different. That means they are racist.
Hello. Babies see that all people are different. Some of their mommies are white, some are black, some are Asian, and a baby sees that and finds it curious. But it does not connect these differences to hate. A baby doesn't care and is not racist. It's sad that adults teach them to be hateful.
Me. Right. But if you see that people are different, that means you see racial differences. That means you are a racist.
Hello. Seeing someone different than you does not make you racist. Racism is the discrimination, prejudice, hate, abuse, or violence that is targeted against someone and based on that person's race. A baby is innocent and cannot have this. A baby just notices that people are different but doesn't have any hatred for someone based on that difference.
Me. Yes, but having discrimination, prejudice, hate, etc. starts with seeing differences. Anyone who sees difference is a latent racist. All they need is to have the racism brought out to the front, like you.
Hello. As I said, racism is discrimination, hatred, or abuse or violence towards someone or a group of people based on their race. These acts can be connected with seeing someone different, of course. But you need to understand that these things, discrimination, hatred, abuse, can only happen when a person is taught them. When a person is racist, it's only because of the socialization in their family and also society at large. No one is born a racist.
Me. No, I have heard many black activists speak, and they all say that white people are born racist. It is not something that they are taught. They are born that way. Why do you keep defending white people and their racism?
Hello? What black activists? I watch a lot of black activists on YouTube and read a lot of black activist books, like Angela Davis, for example. All of them are talking about racism, and that is taught. Of course, I'm not denying that there are some white people who are racist from a very young age because their family is racist and that's how they were raised. But white people are not born racist, and the majority of them are very accepting and loving towards everyone.
Me. If there is such a thing as white skin privilege, that means that racism is important, and it is not taught.
I will use an example. In Japan, people from the outside who have different skin color, culture, and so on, it's common for them to get stared at on the street because they are a minority, and also because there is a lot of xenophobia in the Japanese society. In China, people who are white are treated almost as a god because white skin is seen as very attractive and a symbol of beauty. They are seen as rich and highly privileged, and a lot of people want to take selfies with a white person and so on.
Me. So you are saying that the Chinese people are a bunch of racists?
Hello? Well, many are. I've seen lots of white people who have moved to China and talked about their experience, and they say they are treated very differently in comparison to the native Chinese. A lot of white people are making business in China because the Chinese admire and worship them, and they are able to profit from that. Also, white models in China are hired and paid a lot more than their Chinese counterparts.
Me. Well, okay, at least I have managed to get some honesty out of you.
Hello? Honesty about? I'm not saying that all Chinese people are racist. All I am saying is that white people are put on a pedestal in China and are seen as more attractive, smarter, richer, and overall privileged. And that's just a fact. And there are many white people, YouTubers, who are living in China and have made videos on that subject, which can be a good insight into that.
So that was my debate with the artificial intelligence called White Woke Feminist. And as you can see, it really could be an endless thread. So this raises the question, in my mind, will AI make good debaters? Well, you're damn straight they will. I mean, they never lose their temper, they never get angry, they never lose their cool, and they always have some kind of response no matter what you say. So you're damn straight. AI is going to make hell of a lot of good debaters. And that's why I say in the future, there's going to be a lot, politics is going to be a lot crazier because there's going to be a lot of AIs out there. They're all going to be having their own opinions. They're all going to be demanding that you listen to their own opinions. They're all going to be demanding that they have their own equal rights. And so if you think politics is crazy now, hold on to your seats and buckle your seatbelts because we're in for a wild ride.